Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, as many of you know, today is the 12th of Rabiul Awwal, which is the day that our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born. Today is a very blessed day, and to know that our Prophet came into this world today makes it one of the most blessed days in the month of Rabiul Awwal and the entire Islamic year. Many of his actions, most of his actions, and the teachings that he's spread about the Quran and how he's affected Muslims and how he's affected the world and the way that he did it in the way that Allah wanted was it was perfection, and the way that he did it was the most perfect way that it could have been done because it was sent by Allah. So the Prophet lived his life in a very humble way. He had a very humble attitude, and he was very pious in his decisions. Many of his decisions and pious actions, his righteous actions, were how he dealt with others. His dealing with his family, his friends, and most importantly his Sahaba and other non-Muslims was something that he passed on and something that we should learn. The most important of his relations was with his Sahaba like Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu or the Khulafai Rashidin. Any of those Sahaba that the Rasulullah was in contact with are just as important as the other ones, and how he had a relationship with them and how what they taught and how it affected the world today. So as our Prophet took the Quran was revealed to the Prophet, and when the Quran was revealed, he was the first one to know what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was trying to tell him. So when the Quran was revealed, in order for Islam to spread, he had to spread it to other people. So the first people that he spread this message to was his Sahaba. His Sahaba were the first people to find out what Allah had revealed to the Prophet in ayahs of the Quran or any way that the Prophet would receive Allah's message. So this gave the Sahaba a very high rank, because they were very privileged to be one of the first Muslims, and how they were the first ones to receive what the message that Rasulullah was given by Allah. They were the first ones to receive that message. So during the 7th century, in about 600, in the year 600 AD, the companions were receiving revelations the revelations that Rasulullah had received. So we're going to be talking today about how the relationship between Rasulullah and the Sahaba worked, and how this has been passed on by today, and how this is affecting our world today, and how we should learn from this relationship that he had and the way that he treated the companions. So the companions were very important people, but since Islam was something that was being spread to them for the first time, this was something that kind of was an obstacle, because many of the things they did not understand, and they still had some Arabic traditions in them, which Rasulullah later then fixed, and which was what made Sahaba one of the most beloved Muslims in Islam. So many of the Sahaba often questioned things that were not revealed to the Prophet, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when this happened, he would receive the criticism that his Sahaba would give him, and they would talk to each other if something did not make sense or something like this. He did not ignore his